You do it without thinking. You're sitting with your dog, they're being particularly adorable, and you lean in and kiss them on the top of the head, on the nose, on those soft ears that you can't help yourself around. It feels like the most natural expression of love in the world. But have you ever actually watched your dog's face when you do it? Really watched? Because if you have, you might have noticed something slightly uncomfortable to admit. A subtle stiffening. Eyes that go a little wide. A slow blink, or a look away. Or a lick of the lips right after you pull back. Maybe a small, barely perceptible lean away that happens so fast you almost miss it. And then, because your dog loves you, a recovery, a tail wag, a lick of your hand, a return to normal that makes you think, maybe I imagined it. You probably didn't imagine it. And today, we're going to talk about what's actually happening in those moments, what your dog is experiencing, what those subtle signals mean, and what the honest, nuanced answer to this question really is. Because it's not as simple as dogs hate kisses or dogs love whatever you do. The truth is more interesting than either of those. Let's start with the fundamental mismatch that makes this whole question so interesting. Kissing is a human behavior. It exists in human culture as an expression of affection, warmth, greeting, and love. It involves moving your face close to another face, making physical contact, and staying there for a moment. To us, this is intimate and positive. It's one of the primary ways humans physically express care for the beings they love. Dogs don't have kissing. It's not part of their social repertoire. There is no behavior in canine communication that directly maps onto what a kiss is or what it means. So when you lean your face toward your dog and make contact with their head or their nose, your dog receives a set of physical signals that they have to interpret through their own social framework, not yours. And through that framework, several things about a kiss can read as mildly concerning rather than affectionate. Think about what a kiss involves from your dog's perspective. First, there's the approach. A large object, your face, moving directly toward them at close range. In dog communication, direct frontal approach is not typically a friendly gesture. Dogs who are greeting each other approach at an angle, not head-on. A straight-on, close-range approach to the face is something that happens in confrontation, not in affection. Your dog's nervous system registers this approach before their learned experience of you kicks in to reassure them. Then there's the proximity. Your face, centimeters from theirs. Your breath on their nose. Your smell, amplified at that range, filling their extraordinarily sensitive olfactory system. Your eyes, potentially making direct contact. All of this happening simultaneously, in a configuration that is no positive equivalent in their natural social world. And then there's the pressure. If you're kissing the top of their head, you're placing your face over the top of them, which in canine body language is a posture associated with dominance and assertion, not affection. Even a gentle, loving kiss on the head involves a degree of physical pressure from above that a dog's instincts associate with something other than warmth. None of this means your dog thinks you're attacking them. It means their nervous system receives a complicated, slightly ambiguous set of signals and has to work through them in real time. Now here's the part that changes everything. What your dog has learned. Dogs are extraordinary learners. They are masters of associative learning, of connecting experiences together and building emotional responses based on what those experiences have consistently meant in the past. And most dogs who live with loving, consistent owners have had years of experience that tells them, when this person's face comes close to mine, nothing bad happens. In fact, it's usually followed by warmth and attention and good feelings. So for many dogs, especially dogs who have been raised with frequent, affectionate physical contact from an early age, kissing becomes something they learn to associate with love, even if they don't instinctively understand it. They tolerate the mildly confusing physical signals because the overall context is positive. The person doing it is safe, the aftermath is pleasant, and over time, the behavior gets filed under, "This is what my person does when they love me." Some dogs go further than tolerance. Dogs who have been kissed frequently since puppyhood, who associate close face contact with all the best things: attention, gentleness, warmth, the smell of someone they adore, can genuinely grow to enjoy it. Not because kissing is natural to them, but because everything around it has been consistently wonderful. This is why you'll see dogs who actively seek out face contact, who push their nose against yours, who seem to invite the closeness. They learned it. They associated it with love, and now it registers as love, in their own adapted, experiential way. But not all dogs get there, and this is where it becomes really important to pay attention. For dogs who didn't grow up with a lot of face contact, or who are naturally more space conscious, or who simply have a stronger instinctive response to frontal approach, kissing remains something they tolerate rather than enjoy. And the signals these dogs give during and after a kiss are worth knowing. Lip licking right after you pull away, not because there's food, but a single slow lick, is a calming signal. It's a self-soothing behavior that happens when a dog is mildly stressed and trying to regulate themselves. A look away, turning the head slightly to the side, is another calming signal. A polite deflection of something they found a little overwhelming. Yawning when you're not tired, blinking slowly and repeatedly. A slight stiffening of the body during the contact, followed by a shake-off immediately after. The way a dog shakes water off, except there's no water. That shake is a reset, a releasing of mild tension. These are not dramatic signals. Your dog is not panicking. They are not traumatized. They are simply communicating in the quiet language of their body that they find this particular interaction slightly more than they'd choose on their own. And because they love you, they receive it anyway. They manage it. They signal gently that it was a bit much, and then they move on. The dogs who worry behaviorists are not the ones showing these mild calming signals. Those are actually healthy, communicative dogs who know how to express a boundary softly. The dogs who worry behaviorists are the ones who have been so thoroughly overridden, whose signals have been so consistently ignored that they've stopped signaling at all. They've given up on communication and just endure it. That flatness, that complete stillness with wide eyes and no communication at all, is not acceptance. It's shutdown. And it's worth recognizing the difference. So what do you actually do with all of this? You don't have to stop kissing your dog. For most dogs in loving homes, kissing is a mild, tolerated, sometimes genuinely enjoyed expression of affection that causes no real harm and comes wrapped in all the context of a relationship they cherish. The research does not say kissing dogs is wrong. It says pay attention while you do it. Watch your dog's face. Watch their body. If they lean in, if their eyes are soft, if their tail moves and they seem relaxed and present, your dog has learned to love this. It's yours. Enjoy it. If they look away, lick their lips, stiffen slightly, or do that small shake-off when you pull back, receive that information. Maybe kiss the top of the head less and scratch behind the ears more. Maybe express that same love in a way that requires less negotiation on their part. A chest rub, your calm voice, sitting beside them with your hand resting on their side. What your dog wants, more than the specific gesture, is to feel loved in a way they can receive easily. And the beautiful thing about dogs is that they are so willing to meet you in the middle, to learn your language, to accept your expressions of affection, even when those expressions don't quite translate into theirs. Because the relationship itself means everything to them. So the honest answer to what your dog thinks when you kiss them is this: it depends on your dog. It depends on your history together. It depends on what they've learned and what their body tells you in the moment. But here's what doesn't depend on any of that. They know you love them. Through every interaction, every walk, every meal, every quiet evening together, they know. The kiss is just one word in a very long conversation. And the conversation, taken as a whole, is one of the most important things in their world. That part, they understand completely.